Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Kaiser here. It is the season of Thanksgiving, the season of holidays, and it's also off season for season 1. So in the midst of Christmas, we have finally arrived here. And what is here? Today's the day I get to tell you of a recap for season 1. Currently I'm in the off season 1, and I know this is a long time coming. Actually, I made this video much earlier, but I wanted to pull back and wait until the AXS rewards have arrived to make sure I get that sweet 2.813 plus 0.5 AXS, and then integrate it into this video so that you get the full picture and there's no like, oh, to be discovered, to be continued. I want to one shot do this. So without further ado, we have a lot of information to cover. Let's get into the PowerPoint. So this is season 1 recap, and in the recap I'll be covering 3 aspects of my journey in season 1. This is 100% on the financial aspect on things, not on the meta, not on how to play better, but for every other aspect we're gonna leave it aside and we're just gonna talk about money. How much did I earn? How much did I lose? And what did I learn from this? So from the leaderboard performance, I had an estimate that I would be earning about $23 from this, but then my estimates can be wrong because when I finally got the AXS rewards, which is exactly right now, as I got it, I started recording already. I noticed that it changed a little bit. In a sense, I was right because I was a bit pessimistic in my view of things. They said that 1 AXS is equivalent to $12, so they've given out like how many billions in terms of rewards to all players together. But they didn't take into account the future pricing of AXS. So at first I was very pessimistic. I was like, what if 1 AXS is just $6? I won't be earning a lot from that. And now we have reality on our side. That means we have the actual numbers out. And as you can see here, all of the AXS in my inventory, when I swap it for USDC because I want to preserve the value, it only shows $24, which is very low. I expected much higher, but well, at least it's something. It's still money. Money is still money, so I take all the profits I can get when I get them. And the additional tidbit of me swapping to USDC is just to show you guys that I really wanna keep the value of the coins I earn so that I have some sort of safety. I'm not sure where the market is going now, and if it crashes like crazy, I do not want the coins I'm holding to lose value, especially in AXS. I'm not sure about AXS's price right now, so yeah, I convert it to USDC to preserve the value, and it gives me a sense of peace of mind because in the new season, if I were to use it to buy anything, to mint anything actually, at least the value I can predict it. It's going to be 37.168 USDC. Always. It won't change unless something bad happens, which I'm banking on it not to happen. And as you can see here, it's I converted the wrong amount. I converted 3.322. 3.322. That's not even the right amount. That is 3.313 plus whatever change I have left from my previous dealings in the marketplace. Well, let's make it right. So 3.313 is equivalent to how much? 24.8. Okay, $24.8. Let's copy and paste it in. I really like using Paint. Paint is my comfort zone when it comes to things because I'm not really that savvy when it comes to editing or whatever. Okay, 3.313 is equivalent to $24.8, and this I preserve in USDC. Stable coins all the way, man. It's the best. Alright, let's go into Rune Charm Craft Sales. 3 aspects, right? The first aspect is a leaderboard performance, and we kind of covered that. The second aspect is Rune Charm Craft Sales. How much did I sell when I crafted my runes and charms? Personal runes and charms, mind you. I crafted 366 runes and charms this season, and if you pause the video, you'll be able to read all of the numbers. There's a lot of numbers here, and I used the minimal SLP and Moonshard amount because I kind of lost count. Sometimes I did Ronin Bees, but I forgot to save it. Oh man, 60 days is a long time. Bad excuse. I'll try to do better. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is, even if it's the minimum, that's a lot of moon shards used, and that's a lot of SLP used. It's a lot of money. So I've minted 85 rune charms, and the gross sales for all of it is 675, which totals my profit, my actual profit, to $303.02 US, which is not bad. It's not bad for 60 days. I think, now here's just a guess, that selling runes and charms would earn me a more consistent, predictable potential income as compared to leaderboard, which is so weird. Like leaderboard performance, if I do well, I know I can earn the AXS amount. I know how much AXS I'll earn. But it's so weird. It's so weird to think that rune charm craft, based on season 1, has earned me so much more than my leaderboard position, despite how much I slogged and used my blood, sweat, and tears to grind in the arena, to grind up the MMR. Now I did another thing. So the third aspect of my season 1 is I did a scholarship venture with my friend, and he provides the AXIEs and I provide the SLP and AXS to mint, and then we both have to find a scholar, and then the scholar will get paid based on his effort. And when it comes to rune charm sales, I take 70%, my friend takes 30%. The 70% I then split half and half, me and scholar. And for the AXS leaderboard rewards, I don't need that. So 30% of the leaderboard rewards goes to the scholar, 70% goes to my friend. And this is fair because I didn't provide the AXIEs, I didn't provide the strategy, the coaching, the team building, everything. All of that he did. What I did is that I told the scholar to mint and craft whenever he can, and saved it in my notes in my phone. When was it crafted, to the exact time and date. Make the sale for the runes and charms. Report the sales. That means I compiled it in a report somehow, so we can keep track of who earns what and how is it distributed and everything. And once all of this is done, I have to archive it, so I have to save it somewhere so that I can access it whenever I want. And I'm not that good with Google Docs, so what I did is just Discord. In the Discord chat there is a function where you can pin a comment you like, right? I use that as my way to compile all my reports. Every sale made through the scholar's account, I saved it there. So whenever I want to check it back, or whenever my friend wants to check it back, you can just click the pin comments in our private Discord and just scroll up or down to find it. And it's pretty good. I really like it. Now I'll call that the archive part. So it's not just 3 things I did, 4 things. And it is very, very tedious at first because I'm not used to writing everything down. It's not my kind of thing. I always like winging it. But because this is a joint venture, this is a joint business in a way, I wanted to take it really seriously, because I don't want to half like put half my effort into things. So we'll just be talking about the runecraft part because that's my domain. Alright, for the scholarship venture, how much did I earn? Total sales is 0.07 Ethereum plus 30-70 split, 30% to my friend, which is 0.02, and for me 0.05. It seems like it's not bad, right? That's pretty decent earnings. Well, I'm not done yet. We need to count the SLP used this season, which is quite a lot actually. We used 19,000, almost 600 SLP, and that's a lot of Ethereum. With the 50-50 split, 0.025 to the scholar, 0.025 to me, roughly speaking. Then I deduct the SLP cost for the season, and I realize I am negative. I'm negative $17. That's a mistake on my part. I forgot to count in SLP. In my head, I factored in the min cost and the fluctuations in the price and everything, but I forgot about SLP. Anyways, summary of profit and loss. Okay, when we look at the leader, so 3 aspects, right, for season 1: leaderboard AXS rewards, personal rune charm craft sales, not the scholar one, and then the scholarship rune charm craft sale. So looking at our newest information, which is from the leaderboard performance, let's edit the first part. It's actually not bad. I mean, I earn in the leaderboard. I earn a lot, way more than anything I've ever earned in rune charm crafting, and then I lost some money in the scholarship venture. So my actual profit actually totals up to 310, 24 plus 303, minus 17. Yeah, it should be 310.7 plus USD. Now, I've actually also spent on AXIEs and runes and charms to help grind up the MMR, but I didn't include it here because I lost track how much money I spent on it. I mean, if you notice throughout all the videos I put out, all the AXIEs have changed over time. I think I spent about $61 plus on those AXIEs, which gave me about $247 worth of Ethereum. Okay, let's end with some of my thoughts. When it comes to leadership performance, as you can see, my thoughts are really messy here. This video was in a way pre-made before the AXS rewards was revealed, but my thoughts have changed a little bit. I used to think that getting a high leaderboard ranking is the one thing I can control, because I always thought that I cannot control my outcome, but I can control my actions and I can control my emotions, and if I can get a high rank, that's a good goal too. I realized that there are so many factors to take into account if I want to hit a high rank, and I didn't. Well, thinking back, hindsight, yeah, it's pretty obvious, but in the moment I didn't know. I really didn't know. One of the biggest things I learned is that if you can hit top 100 early, and if you can maintain, that means you do the bare minimum required to maintain your top 100, you will gracefully fall. You will not maintain the same rank, of course, it's impossible, but you will fall very slowly to the point you're gonna secure a top 1k. If you win some of your games, you're gonna secure a top 1k by top 1k standing in the leaderboard by the end of the season, and that's an early mover advantage. Look at all the Bloodlust teams which perform well in the past. Early to mid season, they're so good, they're dominating, and near late season when they're obsolete, they're like almost useless, they just don't play. Every 2 days they play one game. If they win, they're lucky. If they lose, oh well, I drop a little bit, I don't drop a lot. And that is so wise. I mean, it's like a loophole, but it's not actually. They really worked hard for it, and in the moment they still are grinding. I mean, if they want to. If they don't want to grind, it's fine, they secured themselves. So instead of a high rank producing a good goal, I'm thinking that as long as you hit a high leaderboard performance early on, that's a good enough goal to hit. Maybe in the future I'll change my stance, but for now this is what I think. That's just one of the factors. The second factor is that if you have multiple teams, you can always switch to and fro to benefit. Most of the top players in the top 100 leaderboards, they have multiple teams. Oh, I'm not doing well as a rage team, I'll just switch to poison, eat out all of my good matchups out of a sudden. Oh, suddenly I'm bad using poison, I'll just switch to double aqua with pangolin skill. And if you join a guild, and if you're a pro scholar, means you're really good, you don't even have to put out money for a team. You can just become a scholar and benefit from the large pools of AXIEs these guilds have. And options is king. The more options you have, the more bargaining power you have. And it's so... Oh man, I realized this very late. Anyways, my thoughts on personal rune charm crafting is that I like it. It's really good. I noticed that this is the great equalizer, because not everyone can perform very well in the top ranks, but anyone can craft, and anyone can get good luck if luck shines on them. So the first day of the season is usually the best time to craft, or the first day for you when you unlock intermediate crafting and when you unlock master crafting for mystics. I noticed that charms do better than runes in the long term. Short term runes are way better. This is when it comes to price, when you're trying to sell them. I noticed that charms are better long term. And man, it took a long time to realize that. It took about 40 days into the season. My thoughts on the scholarship venture is that I actually renegotiated terms with my friend, and the new agreement is that our entire season's earnings must deduct the total SLP cost first in order to count as the profit. Then we split the profit the same way we've split it in the past. 70-30, 30 him, 70 me, and from the 70 I get 50-50. 50 scholar, 50 to me. And this method will allow me to keep going without going bankrupt. And it's sustainable now. Yes, we don't earn that much, but at least it's sustainable. I don't want to, because of a bad season and the scholar didn't craft anything good because maybe he isn't lucky, and then suddenly I'm losing money every season I do this, which is bad for me. That's bad. Why would you want an unsustainable, high variance, high risk business venture? It doesn't make sense. So what I believe is that as long as we earn a bit less than what we could earn if with the high variance, why not we just settle down a little bit on in terms of risk, and we don't go bankrupt, and we can keep doing this. So it's like an infinite money loop. And the update to this is I proposed this and he agreed, which is good. Okay, let's close. I love AXIE. I really do. I still do, and I think I love it even more now. In fact, I sort of matured into my appreciation of AXIE. I'm no longer like wide-eyed, dreamy, full of like, oh man, this is magical. I am more of grounded now, and that's a good thing to be grounded, like looking at the clouds but your feet are planted like firmly on the ground. Oh, and remember to use the code CAISERFYN whenever you purchase in the marketplace. That is it for season 1 recap. I hope this information can help you. If you like this video, please remember to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys again soon. Take care.